Swadika, thank you for joining us right here on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and also on NBT World. It's a Thursday, and the date is September 24th of 2015, and you're with me, Sandrahan Utsaha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has left Bangkok for New York, where he will attend the 70th United Nations General Assembly. Let's take a look at his agenda during this more than a week-long visit.
On the historic occasion of the 70th anniversary of the United Nations, where world leaders will gather to inaugurate the Global Development Agenda for the next 15 years, known as the Substantial Development Goals, or SDGs. The Prime Minister of Thailand will make an important contribution by sharing his vision on Thailand's balanced and sustainable development experiences, based on His Majesty the King's Sufficiency Economy philosophy, which is an internationally recognized approach to sustainable development. The first objective of the Millennium Development Goals, or MDGs, is to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, which aims to decrease the proportion of people living in extreme poverty and hunger by half. So how is poverty measured? For Thailand, the Office of the National Economics and Social Development Board has determined the poverty line to be calculated from the need of food and consumer goods at the lowest standard necessity of each household. In other words, people who suffer from poverty do not have sufficient income to spend on food and necessary consumer goods. Based on this calculation, it was found that in 1990, a total of 57.97% of the Thai population were living below the poverty line. The Royal Thai government has placed high priority on the eradication of poverty and continues to address the issue under the framework to reduce spending, increase income, decrease disparity, and increase opportunities to access resources and government services. This operational plan is conducted in phases to ensure that the Thai people enjoy a better quality of life and are self-sufficient, in accordance to vision that everyone shall enjoy stability, prosperity, and sustainability. For this purpose, the government has introduced special measures for dealing with immediate problems, including stimulating the economy and creating opportunities for people to be more self-reliant. These have included measures to reduce people's cost of living and for debt relief, to create opportunities to access funding, resources, and government services, and measures to strengthen security in life, in assets, and in income. For the long-term phase, the Royal Thai government has introduced specific measures for the development of a welfare system to strengthen households, communities, and society as a whole. These have come in the form of 1. Educational reforms. 2. Health insurance system reforms. 3. Comprehensive water management system reforms. 4. Arable and residential area reforms. And 5. Investment in the country's infrastructure to spread prosperity and create jobs in all regions of the country. In 2014, figures revealed the percentage of people who suffered from poverty and hunger in Thailand was decreased to 10.53%. This can be attributed to the sustained application of sufficiency economy approach to all levels of Thai society, which emphasize people-centered development, creating a knowledge-based society, and human resources development. According to the government's vision of stability, prosperity, and sustainability, a new goal has been set, which is to reduce the number of people living in poverty to be lower than 4% within this time frame. Based on our past achievements, it has been proven that the adaptation of the sufficiency economy approach to government policies provides an effective and sustainable solution for this objective. The Prime Minister will be joining other world leaders at a summit for the adoption of the post-2015 development agenda, taking place at UN headquarters in New York City, and will therefore share Thailand's successful sufficiency economy experiences with them as a viable approach for the global fight against poverty and hunger.
In other news, Deputy Prime Minister Wisnu Krangam has said 3 to 4 people will form the committee responsible for studying the reasons for why the 2015 charter drafter was rejected. He revealed that members of the committee do not need to be experts, but need to be able to collect and gather information following interviews with National Reform Council or NRC members as to why they had voted against the charter. The results will be presented to the Cabinet and later passed on to the Charter Drafting Committee, or CDC. In regards to recent news that National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, member Michai Ruchupan has declined the CDC chairman position, the Deputy Prime Minister says he will approach Michai again, but does not know whether the offer will be accepted. Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs Somkit Jatusi-Pitak has suggested that Thai entrepreneurs set aside more funds for the development of technology and research while upholding social responsibility. On behalf of the Ministry of Industry, Mr. Somkit presented the Thai Industry Awards 2015 to 33 industrial operators with outstanding performance. He then gave a lecture on the topic of the direction of Thai industries, during which he hailed the industrial sector as a major contributor to economic growth. He indicated that the industrial GDP accounts for up to 40% of the overall GDP. The Deputy Prime Minister, however, conceded that Thai industrial products are still unable to keep up with the competition. To boost competitiveness, he said operators need to urgently develop production technology and invest more in research with an aim of adding value to their products. At the same time, he stressed the importance of being responsible for society and the environment. The government is expected to spend up to 2.5 billion baht to assist small and medium enterprises, or SMEs. Industry Minister Achaka Sibunruang gave out awards during the SME Thailand Inno Awards 2015 to businesses with innovative and exceptional products. She revealed that the government's policy towards SMEs will focus on strengthening businesses and reducing principal costs. The government is in the process of finalizing each ministry's assistance policy and is expected to spend up to 2.5 billion baht in aid measures for over 60,000 SMEs. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Thailand Research Fund have jointly held a seminar on national development using the United States as a case study. The seminar was inaugurated by Songsak Saichua, Secretary General of the Department of American and South Pacific Affairs, and Isara Santisad, Director of the National Policy and Transnational Relations Department under the Thailand Research Fund. The seminar examined the role of the United States in the Asia-Pacific region and its agenda towards Thailand. The seminar viewed the United States as a country with clear strategic policies regarding its economy, international relations, national security, as well as science and technology. Despite its primary goal of preserving its status of being the world's leading superpower, the United States has embraced change and has welcomed the economic expansion of developing countries. The newly appointed ambassador of the United States to Thailand has arrived in the kingdom and declared his intention to promote bilateral understanding and push forward cooperation for mutual benefit. In a statement released on Wednesday, the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok announced the arrival of Honorable Glyn Townsend Davies as the new Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the United States of America to the Kingdom of Thailand. Mr. Davies also issued a message on the embassy's website saying, quote, "I look forward to getting to know, listening to, and learning from people throughout the kingdom. Through them, I hope to understand Thailand's rich traditions and culture. My goal is to deepen understanding between our people and to work together to enhance our mutual security and prosperity," end quote. Minister of Natural Resources and Environment General Surasak Kanchanarat has delivered his policies to the Department of Environmental Quality Promotion in a bid to push for various parties to develop environment-friendly structures. Environment Minister General Surasak Kanchanarat paid a visit to the department today to monitor the group's work. He stated that the department's work has been in line with the ministry's main policy to increase forest areas and reduce pollution. A campaign known as the Green Hotel Campaign will be carried out in the private sector to create awareness among hotel operators. Hoteliers will be urged to build structures that are environmentally friendly. With regard to waste problems, the minister said that authorities would set up a place to separate garbage. However, prior to construction, authorities must explain the process to locals to create an understanding. And that's the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. We have many more stories for you, but first we'll take a quick break and we'll have a look at the exchange rates and the commodity prices.
Maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 7th core value, understanding true democratic ideals with His Majesty the King as head of state.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
Welcome to ASEAN, a community comprised of 10 countries, each with its unique culture and history, now unifying to bring added prosperity to the region. For centuries, each country remained independent, but now we are coming together to compete in the 21st century globalized world. ASEAN is bringing together more than 600 million citizens and a total land area of 4.4 million square kilometers, and is providing economic opportunities, trade, travel, and new educational possibilities. The combined GDP of all 10 ASEAN countries comes to a total of $2.4 trillion, which means the ASEAN entity ranks amongst the world's major economic powers. The future is here. Welcome to ASEAN, the community of opportunities. The Southeast Asia region is now becoming one.
Multiple perspectives, insightful commentary on Thailand with The Insider every Sunday morning at 10:30 on NBT and NBT World.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Dental Association of Thailand and Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, or TCEP, will be hosting the FDI 2015 Annual World Dental Congress with the aim of demonstrating advances in dental technology and dental medicine. Wirawat Satyanurak, advisor to the Dental Association of Thailand, said the FDI Annual Congress is the world's most important dental convention and is attended by dentists from 139 countries. He explained that Thailand's hosting of the event would allow the country's dental profession to showcase its capacity and advancements to the global dental community. Dentists who attend the Congress will also have the opportunity to exchange their work experiences and opinions, which may lead to further advances in their work.
The reasons why the Dental Association of Thailand hold the conference meeting this year, because we think that we would like to bring new technologies and knowledge to our dentists in Thailand and our friends nearby. The convention holds about 4 days, start from today until Friday. We have many lectures from keynote speakers all over the world, and we also have a dental trade exhibition, which is the highlight of the meeting. You can see all many new technology that display in this convention. And today, the opening ceremony will take place at 5 o'clock.
Mr. Wirawat announced that two major issues will be discussed at the Congress, namely the establishment of an International Caries Detection Assessment System, or ICDAS, and the Dental Amalgam Phase-Down Project. The latter has been set as a major issue for this convention due to concerns that dental amalgams contribute 250 to 300 tons of additional mercury usage per year. The International Caries Detection Assessment System concept is the use of a standardized system for detecting caries severity, which should lead to better quality information that could then be used to make decisions about diagnosis, prognosis, and clinical management of dental caries. And in our international news, Colombia's President Juan Manuel Santos and FARC rebel leader Rodrigo Londano shook hands at a historic meeting in Havana on Wednesday after pledging to reach a peace deal ending Latin America's longest war within 6 months. The meeting was hosted by Cuban President Raul Castro, who joined his hands to theirs as the two men greeted each other and urged their negotiators to ensure a definitive end to a conflict that has cost 220,000 lives and displaced millions. A Colombian rebel delegation led by Rodrigo Londano, better known by the nom de guerre Timochenko, arrived Wednesday for a breakthrough in peace talks, including a provision on what punishment Marxist FARC rebels should face for their role in Latin America's longest war. Earlier in the day, Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos arrived in Cuba to also join the announcement. The visit marks the first time President Santos has traveled to Cuba since the Havana negotiations began nearly 3 years ago. And Boeing Company said on Wednesday it had won orders and commitments from China for 250 narrow-body 737 aircraft and 50 wide-body aircraft valued at about $38 billion at list prices. The order, announced as Chinese President Xi Jinping toured Boeing's Everett, Washington factory, includes some planes that were previously ordered but for which the buyers had not been identified. Boeing declined to say how many planes had been previously ordered, leaving uncertainty about the total value. After walking through a parked 787 Dreamliner, Xi told hundreds of Boeing employees in the factory that he sees bright prospects for future collaboration between China and Boeing. Boeing Chief Executive Dennis Muilenburg thanked Xi for the orders and called his visit a testament to the relationship between the U.S., Boeing, and China. Earlier on Wednesday, China's ICBC Financial Leasing Company, a unit of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, separately confirmed it will buy 30 of Boeing's 737-800 jets worth $2.88 billion at list prices. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Newsline. For any comments or suggestions, do feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook by typing in NNT, and do check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. Today we're going to say goodbye with footage of breakdancers competing in a dance-off in Cairo, which saw young men showing off their headspins, power moves, and kip-ups. For Newsline, I'm Sandra Hanud Saha. Have a great day. Sawadee ka.
Come on.